Testing the CRKT Muzzlebrake. A little bit of yard work. Great opportunity. Get close, son, so they can see it. So I put WD-40 on the blade, of course, wrapped it in athletic tape, that helps. Put a 550 lanyard on it with a cord lock. Watch is the STS Aviator. It's called the Eagle. Plum colored band. Oh, I like that color. This will be a good test right here. Check this. I was chopping with it earlier, and the handle was slick. I think I said that in the review. I wasn't sure if it'd have enough traction. I like how it's not rubbery, but I just wrapped with athletic tape. And it's awesome now. So it's not really a chopping knife, really, but it is a good test of the steel and edge retention. Now I'm going to reverse this and notch it. Oh, look at that, dudes. Are you getting that, hon? Say hi to the audience so they know it's you. Say hello.
Hello.
Mrs. Nutnfancy on the camera. Hope you guys picked one of these up. They're actually pretty excellent. And I really like that we're getting a knife of this size for this price, 59 bucks with 8CR13 MOV. That's a pretty good steal for the price point. Look at that, dudes. That's awesome. It's doing pretty good. No, I wouldn't want to chop a large tree down with it, but for shelter craft, fire making some primitive utensils and bowls. Well, I don't know about bowls, but other stuff would be great. Chop this off. Oh yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. If guys are expressing an interest in the blade, then I will come out and test it. Find some wood like this to test. This is a great opportunity. And guys seem like they're excited about this one. I do say in my reviews that I'm not, that's just dead, that I'm not really surprised these days by knives, because I've tested them so long. I kind of look at the geometry and the weight of a knife, and I kind of know how it is, how it's going to perform. I'll stick with that. It's pretty true. Occasionally I'm surprised, but not very often. And I've used a lot of steels before. Not this one and this type of knife. Like I said, this is the first. Got my sun hat on. Did you guys ever get a sun hat? We're actually at a neighbor's place that felled this tree, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to come over and use this knife. Find out what's up. Here, come down here, hon. And try not to fixate on my crotch like you normally do with your camera work.
No.
Do this. Come a little bit right here. There you go. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I like that. So I'm thinking this is cutting and chopping a little bit better than a Kabar. I love those knives too. I used that in the review. We talked about it. The Kabar is an excellent knife, but it is kind of lightweight. It's hollow ground like this one. This one just seems like it chops a little bit better. Not much better, but a little bit better than the Kabar. They are very similar. You can't go wrong with either knife for an all-around survival knife. Like I said, the powder keg, the sister knife to this, is kind of a joke for survival. It's not good. I'd take this one up in the mountains with me. No problem. Not sure how the cold weather performance is on the 8CR. That would have to be another test. Maybe later on we take it up and really thrash on it, see if we can break it. Muzzle brake. So what we're cutting basically is a nuisance tree at a bunch of limbs that were invading, so they cut it down. Tree's still up, but I just trimmed it. Yeah, it's a big tree. Nice sharp edge on this. Man, like I said in the review, Muzzlebrake's got a really nice edge on it. Made in China. I think this one's made in China, but not Taiwan. I think it was a Chinese blade. Usually 8CR 13 is a Chinese steel. I don't think they import it in the States to use it. Notice I'm tucking my leg out of the way when I do this, so I'm out of the cutting path. Oh, I like that. Basically 2 cuts for that one. You want to try it, Mrs. Nutton?
Nah.
She can't do it because of her RA. I don't like her doing heavy work. It's not healthy for her. How's your new meds working, by the way?
Good.
So she did change her medication. Her previous medication on Mrs. Nutnfancy was not great. It was, she'd had not a lot, but probably two days a week where she was so nauseous she couldn't function.
At least.
And it wasn't because she had to have sex with me. I mean, that does happen. That part does happen, but this was like something different is what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Another thing we aren't testing yet, and I don't want to test it because I don't want to like gratuitously thrash this blade yet. Maybe later I will.
Yeah.
But is chipping on it. So come close, hon. So chipping is when we'd be like batoning or something, and then we go through, penetrate the ground, and we almost without exception hit rocks of some sort, gravel, and then we see how the steel performs. In my experience, when you're really doing some work out in the woods, chipping is like inevitable with some of the high carbon steel blades. Also the composite blades, like the laminated Falcon even blades, are really hard inner core, but they will chip out on you when you do that. So this is a stainless steel, it's not a carbon steel. I suspect that like the others, it probably would chip when you do that. I might be surprised though. And I gotta tell you, I still like / love 8CR for the price point. It's a great steel for the money. Anyone who says otherwise really doesn't have experience behind it, or they're just being elitist. They just don't like it because it's Chinese origin, whatever. I don't think that's realistic. I don't penalize gear because of its country of origin. Never have. I just look at the gear and see if it works. And this knife works. Really good, actually. It's a prodigious tree. Tape's coming unpeeled there. So this is, again, a simple cord lock right here. Simple dimple. That's all you need. De-limbing goes pretty quick with it. Well, I think that's good. So CRKT muzzle brake, no surprise, cuts pretty good. Again, it's not meant as a massive chopper. It's not, but as an all-around survival knife, you bet. Classic buoy shape, classic K-bar shape, hollow ground, big fuller here like I talked about in the review. Again, I found the handle to be a little bit slick. I would either put grip tape on it or athletic tape. I don't really like grip tape in the woods because it gets a bunch of pulp, sap, and sawdust in it and you can't get it out. So I use athletic tape, and it's really easy to replace. And the huge upside to this is that it looks cool. So once it wears, it looks like you got out and did something with your knife. So we did a little bit with this one. Incidentally, notice the black finish is staying on too. That's pretty cool. So we'll call it good on the CRKT muzzle brake. If you guys picked one up, good purchase. It's a smart purchase. Positive review, definitely. Nutnfancy and Mrs. Nutnfancy. See you later.